Alright, hello everybody, it's Bob here from Gaming with Zach and Bob for another episode of Gaming with Bob. And today we're playing Jacksmith. If you've never played this game, this is one of my favorite games. I love this one. So we're going to go ahead and do a new game here. Same company who brings you the pizza or the Papa's games. So here we go. And here is the object of the game is to go into battle. But you have to craft your weapons for each person. So this is actually a really fun game. So there's 2 more people to go into battle with. First, it's a pig. Alright, so it's kind of like the Papa games. He's going to order something. He wants a sword. You're going to craft it. And you can only craft swords right now. So we're going to start building a sword. And you're going to click the mold for the sword. And you're going to put in what kind of material you want to use. And you're going to wait for the copper to melt. You can use the pump. You can pump the bellows to make it faster. When it gets in the green area, you're going to pull the liquid lava into the liquid metal into the mold, which will make your weapon. And then you're going to hammer out the weapon there, and you get a certain number of hammers each time. So you got to make sure that you hammer every piece of the weapon, because you'll get a rating, just like in the Papa's games. You'll get a rating on how well you crafted each item. Alright, perfect. And you got to put some kind of handle on the end here. Alright, you got to make sure you put the handle on correctly. Otherwise, you won't get a good rating. Okay, so that's the sword. You can scrap it or you can finish it, but we'll finish it and give it to the pig. Alright, didn't do too bad on the handle, a little bad, but that's not bad. Okay, so we're going to wait for another soldier, another pig. He's going to order a sword. And we'll do the long sword. And again, you only get copper in your first round. You can pump the bellows. And each material will take longer to melt. Okay, so we're going to pull that down. And you don't want to pull the pot down too fast, because if you do, you're not going to get a good rating when you forge the your sword. Click, click, click. I don't think I did too bad on that one, actually. Didn't do too bad on that one. Alright. And let's take a look. Not too bad on all of them. Alright. So, shop is... Oh, no, we have another guy. Oh, okay. One more sword, then we'll go to battle. Okay. And we'll pump up the bellows a little bit there to get the melting process going a little faster. Excellent, alright. Hammer that out there. I don't think I did too bad on that one either. Okay. I'll try to put the handle on there. Ah, put it on perfectly. Very good. Ooh, I didn't do too well on that one. Alright. And you gotta craft them really well in this game. When you go into battle, if you don't craft it properly, your sword's gonna fall apart. So, that's also important. And you'll get more gems or more money for a better time bonus. Alright, so we are preparing for battle. Alright, and in this, your little animals are going to fight the kind of enemies. Then you want to pick up all the little gems that the enemies drop. And the enemies can attack you, and they will take your weapons and damage them a little bit. So every time they attack you. And that makes your weapons get a little damaged. And every time you go into battle, there's a different set of monsters. You can pick up other parts when you're battling your monsters too, to make better swords. Or make different kinds of swords. Ooh, that was a good hit. The better crafted your sword is, the more damage it can take. Ooh, good hit. Oh! And then if any of your people make it past all three, or all the enemies, you get a special treasure chest with a lot of items inside of it. There we go. So here's the treasure chest. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, buddy. Parts for an epic weapon design. Alright. And I can make an epic weapon in the next one here. Now we can start crafting other weapons like bows. Alright. Away we go. It's time for bows. And you can click the design button. You can see that you can get a special kind of design for a bow. So that's kind of neat. Alright. So here we go. First one is going to be this bird. And he's going to want to order up a bow. So we're going to craft a bow here. Alright. We want a simple bow. And you can also craft a bronze weapon now. So we've collected enough bronze in battle to craft a bronze weapon. And every weapon takes longer to cook in your pressure cooker. And you can also multitask, but you got to be careful with the multitasking, just like in the Papa's games, because if you get too much going at once, whoops, I think I might have did that a little too fast there. If you get too much going at once, then it's going to be a problem. Alright, so you're going to stretch this bow to earn maximum power. That's a little too much. A little too much there. Okay. You want to give it the maximum amount of power. Alright, that should be good, actually. That's perfect. Now you can choose which of these to go in the middle here. Okay. And we'll just use the standard arrowhead. Standard items, you'll get a lot. You'll get infinity of those. But you have to collect special ones when you're out in battle. Alright, there we go. And let's see how well I did on the bow design. Not too bad. The stretching is a little... I could have done a little better on that. That's okay. Alright, this dude wants a bow. And you got to be careful because you only get a certain amount of each of the material to use. Except for copper, because copper you get unlimited amount of that. But copper takes the least amount of hits. So it can't withstand very much. There we go. Okay, and we're going to try to pull that to the right strength. Got to try to get this just right here. That's pretty good, I think. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay. Lock that in place. I thought that was a little off-center, but apparently it was perfect. Alright, there we go. And everybody wants a bow, it looks like. Do copper. Okay, pull that down. Excellent. Try to stretch that so it stretches just right. That's actually pretty good. Alright. Hey, that was perfect. I didn't think that was. And that's perfect as well. There we go. I think that's actually going to be 100% with that. Stretching 97, but hey, close enough. And now, shop is closed. Got a nice little bit of a time bonus there. And it is time to go into battle once more. Close up the shop, Mr. Donkey. There we go. Alright. And let's prepare for battle. And then we'll do, just like we did with the Papa's game, we'll do one more, we'll do 3 days. And also, when you're in battle, I don't know if it's going to give you it next time or not, but they'll give you special cannonballs you can shoot from your little blacksmith cart, I guess, or whatever. I guess you call it a blacksmith cart. I don't really know what you'd call it, but collect all these nice weapons. Alright. And as you go and you progress in the game, you'll get bigger enemies, stronger enemies, and you'll also get more heroes as well. You get more fighters to help you in battle. You won't just get 3 all the time. Oh, here we go. Taking on another one. You can see down in the lower right-hand corner your enemies that are coming up. So we'll take on 2 of these little plant deals. This plant reminds me of the one from Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time on N64. Those big plants that would snap at you in the Kyoto Forest and in the Lost Woods. I don't know why it makes me think of that. It just does. Hopefully we'll have enough iron to make one of the super weapons. Alright, so his bow just ran out, and so did that one, so he might not have enough. He might actually end it before. I think so. I think his bow's going to run out too. Uh-oh. Yeah, his bow just ran out. Okay. And that'll happen sometimes. You won't always defeat all the monsters on your trail, but you'll defeat some. And you'll pick up some weapons, too, and some extra items. Alright, new cannonball. And that's the cannonball that I was talking about. And we'll talk about that when we get into battle next time. Alright, final day here, and then we'll end this little... There's a goose. Right. This goose lets you buy anything if... you can visit the Gander's shop. I have to click there. Okay. That's if you need anything special. I think you can always go to his little Gander's shop, though, so... Okay. We're going to go ahead and first bookmark the design of this. I have enough to make that, so we're going to bookmark the parts. And we're going to craft a bow. It's a simple bow. And I thought I was supposed to bookmark the parts for me. Simple. Okay, so it's iron. So he wants iron. And as you notice, iron takes longer than the other two, too. And the bellows is nice because it makes it go really quick, which is nice. So, unlike the Papa games where you have to buy those add-ons to make your things go quicker, this one is pretty nice. Because it gives you that option to speed up your time. Get a little more strength on this end. Perfect. Alright, so that's the one I need for this special super weapon. And I need one of these tips. And I need one of these. Okay, one of these red feathery ends. Okay, so that's a super weapon. It's an epic weapon, and you get plus 5 for all soldiers for crafting a super weapon. And the super weapon takes... Ooh, 100% on all 3. Very cool. The super weapon takes a lot to destroy, so that's nice to build super weapons if you can. Alright, we'll do some bronze here. Alrighty, we'll pull that down. Pound all those out. Excellent. Alright, and we'll add this to it just because This is going to be our last little play here. So we'll add all these kind of extra things to make my weapon even super strong. Perfect. Alright, we'll give this a try and see how it looks. Not too bad. I did 99% on my hammering, so almost a near perfect score. Alright, he wants a sword. We'll craft him a nice little sword. Do a nice little bronze sword here. Pull it down. Excellent. Perfect, alright. Didn't do really much on the hammering. I was not that good on the hammering, but that's alright. And we'll add one of these cool little tips to the end. Excellent. Alright, so now I think we should be able to go into battle. Looks like it. Alright. Final battle time here, and we finally get cannonballs to use in the game, so this will be pretty exciting to use these cannonballs. Preparing for battle. Alright, here we go. And cannonballs are over here, and you get different cannonballs on each one. You can fire a cannonball at a monster, and it takes time to recharge. Each cannonball is different on how long it needs to take to recharge. So you might get the regular cannonball takes the least amount of time to recharge, goes the quickest, and every cannonball you get takes different. Alright. And the cannonball helps you because it helps bring down the monster's HP. So you can get to the treasure chest and not lose your guys either as fast. And each cannonball is different. When you get to higher levels, you get one that like sets the monsters on fire. Or it's really cool. Okay. And there's no limit to how many cannonballs you can use. So if you have all the cannonballs on the left side, you can use them all at once. But just remember though, if you do use them all, each one has to regenerate. Alright. Ooh, it looks like it's going to be a spider guy. And as I mentioned before, when you get to the end, the monsters do get bigger when you advance in the game. And notice the guy, the only one who has the bow and arrow, his arrow is not down, his bow and arrow is not down that far because it's a super weapon, so it's resistant to a lot of damage. Alright, excellent. We're going to the treasure chest. Let's find out what's in that final treasure chest. Very good. And a scroll for a super weapon. And we even got some crystal too, which is nice. Alright, so that is Jacksmith. A really fun game. I recommend going to play this. You can find it. Just type in Jacksmith online game. It's really, really fun. The first time I ever played this, I probably spent like a good 3 hours straight playing it. It was that much fun. So it's Jacksmith. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching Gaming with Bob. Make sure you like us on Facebook. Subscribe to us here on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter. All the links for Facebook and Twitter are on our channel homepage. And also, remember, Gaming with Zach and Bob, we play your favorite games, so you don't have to. We'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.